Glamazon was always yours, and RuPaul started using it, and you was like, hold up.
And so that's one reason why I didn't come for his neck.
All right, good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Right Now with Rhenotha, and I'm so excited to have my friend Kim the Baker, the Glamazon.
The Baker, okay. All right. I'll take
Kim
it.
Baker, yes, Kim
Hey,
Baker,
girl.
the Glamazon of Glamazon Beauty, Glamazon Cosmetics.
Glamazon Beauty, yes.
Hello, hello, hello. Can I just
Hello,
jump right in?
everybody.
Hello. So can I just jump right into the fact that you had to get your name back? Okay.
Oh, you talking about with the RuPaul situation?
Yes.
Oh, no, I didn't have to get it back. I owned it the whole time.
Say less. Okay, so what happened?
Yes,
Tell me what happened.
absolutely. Now, you mean he had to walk away from the situation? Yes, no.
Mm,
No,
okay. So
Auntie never went anywhere.
period. So Glamazon was always yours, and RuPaul started using it, and you was like, hold up,
Well, you know what?
stop.
In 2013, first of all, I love Rue. I used to see him all the time at the club back in the Limelight days. And so that's one reason why I didn't come for his neck, because I remembered how nice he was during those days. But yeah, he put out a line, Glamazon, which I'm sure a lot of people probably remember if you think back. And I was just about to drop my line. Luckily I had trademarked it in like 2011. So I wasn't worried about it because I knew it was mine. But that's the beauty for you, entrepreneurs out there. That is the beauty of doing your trademark, is so that even though that happened to me, I didn't have to worry about nothing because I knew it was mine. And it was a
Hello.
live trademark. Yeah.
Listen, trademark your stuff, okay? Kim
Trademark.
Baker,
Yep.
Kim Baker, the
Incorporate.
Glamazon said, trademark, incorporate your stuff.
Trademark. Absolutely. It's your protection. And, at that point, I already had the R, so I wasn't worried about it at all. I was registered with the
Right.
federal
Period.
government. Yes.
Period. So you got started off in this industry as a model.
I
You
did.
are quite statuesque, fabulous,
I'm a big girl.
bronze sister, okay,
Uh-huh.
golden chocolate sister. You started off as a
Hmm.
model,
Milk
and then you
chocolate.
became. And then you became a celebrity makeup artist, but you got tired of
Hmm.
something. Tell me what you got tired of.
I didn't get tired of anything. Well, yeah, I guess you could say that. I got tired of people not getting our skin tones right. You sit here and you see this beautiful chocolate skin and how you can come up with muddy brown and mustard yellow and, you know, gremlin gray is beyond me because my skin is warm. I mean, look at it, right? Even right now it's
Gorgeous,
glowing.
gorgeous.
And I say that humbly, but how can you mix up? And it's because at that time I didn't know, nor did they try. But our skin is multi-dimensional. And so, it was going to take someone with the love and the passion of like a me or, the other sisters out here who have created beauty brands, Ashanta Sharif, Tisha Thompson, Vanessa Myers, all of us. I think we all went through that stage where we were just like, we want to put out things that help make our makeup journey and celebrate our beauty, make our
Right.
makeup journey easier and celebrates our beauty. So it's going to take a woman with that type of passion to really make it happen. And, I'm wearing my foundation right now and I swear it looks like skin. And I've been wearing this like all morning. So, yes.
Yeah,
And this is the best time in history because for the first time in history, you really have options for black, beauty experts. So yeah,
right.
so
And I want to say you were one of the innovators. You
yes,
said
thank
my
you.
skin tone is unique and not unique, but we're
Yeah,
out
it's not
here. We're
unique.
out here. Do right by us.
First people to walk Mother Earth. So it's not unique. It is the
Say that
it is
again.
the rule to, the exception to the rule, but
Right.
let some people tell it, they make the narrative a little bit different, but we're taking it back to the beginning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, girl. Thank you for, paving the way for making
Oh,
sure
amen. Thank you.
I myself, okay, can have my right color. Okay. When I
Right,
do,
exactly.
when it is lights, camera, action.
And
Okay.
more than just your right color, your right undertone, you know?
What does it mean to step into your original lane, to step in your lane of glamazon? What does that mean for you?
Girl, this feels so second nature for me. My whole life I have been in beauty. My whole life I've always admired, women and beauty in general. And, beauty comes in all shapes and colors. I'm just glad to finally, you know, make us included as part of the narrative, you know?
So, what's the difference between being known for something and owning something? What's the difference?
I think you have to own it in order to be known. I do. I think, I am so happy that people who know me and people that come in contact with me really are confident that I am what I say I am, and I am a beauty expert, and I'm blessed to have all the accolades, but this is something, and my daughter will attest to this. This is something I eat, drink, sleep, wake up. So much so, my daughter snaps at me all the time and say, "Mom, you talk about nothing else." And I probably don't. But that's because this is my passion, working
Yeah.
on women. And, I remember the day I fell in love with makeup, and it came really after doing a woman's makeup and seeing how it transformed her from feeling low because she found out her husband was leaving her for a younger woman. She had just turned 51. And, and she was really nasty to me. And after I did her makeup, she started crying and apologizing, and told me I made her look and feel beautiful. And that was the moment, and I will never forget it, that really made me say, I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Man,
Hmm.
when you said when doing something, it has to be your passion. Can you say a little
Mm.
bit more about that? Say a little bit more.
Yeah, it has to be a passion. And that's why when people ask me, well, do you worry that the market is oversaturated? Hell to the no, I do not. You know why? Because this is what I am. This is what I do. I didn't sing. I didn't act. I didn't, yeah, I was a model, but it all was encompassing the beauty space, This is
Right.
what I do. I do makeup. I make makeup. I blend color, So I'm in my place. And when you are authentic at what you do, you don't have to worry about nobody else. This is what I do.
At what point did you realize that your presence needed to be in this space?
During the time when I felt that Black women were not, my line is multicultural, but during the time that I felt that Black women weren't being spoken to the way we should, first of all, we're the number one consumers of anything beauty, especially hair, and now makeup as well. But I just wish people saw what I went through before I got to this point when I would go out and advocate to the Revlons and the other big legacy brands, asking them to include us. And when they didn't include us, I had to make the decision to go out and do it myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Listen, what table? Okay. I'm gonna build a
Yeah.
table myself. How about that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's exactly
Right.
what, I did. And I'm assuming my counterparts who have recently done the same thing. We just got tired of, people not making us a part of the conversation, but yet everybody wants our dollar. Like right now you see everybody, hiring these Black spokespeople or, brand ambassadors. Child trust. That is just
Hmm.
to legitimize the reason why they, uh, have brought us to the table. And when I say that, meaning it was never about wanting to make sure that, we had our correct shades. It's about the dollar. And I've said
Hmm.
this in multiple interviews. I know what it's about. You know what it's about.
Yeah.
They know what it's about,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's better
definitely.
late than never.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about the dollar.
It's
Did you ever
about the
feel like
dollar.
did you ever feel like, being in this industry was something that you yeah, I know you started as a model and then you became a celebrity makeup artist, but did you ever feel a time where you were like, um, you know, I'm not popular or I'm not, where I'm not where I need to be? Did you ever have that feeling
No,
ever?
because I'm where I need to be. Where God wanted me to be is where I am. I enjoyed the time. First of all, I was a very successful model. Um, And then I became a very successful makeup artist, shooting for every publication, every ad agency. So I feel like, I don't need to be, the popular girl. I've always been confident my whole life. I've always been told I was a beautiful woman. And, that meant the world to me. That was enough. But more importantly, I'm a good person. And that's what,
Amen.
you
Yes,
know,
you are.
means most to me.
Yeah, listen, we gotta be good to people in this life. And
Oh,
that's why you've been
yeah.
so successful. We reap what we sow.
Amen. And I'm that girl when I'm not working, I'm all about my family. You'll always see me with my daughter. You'll always see me with my when my other daughter lived up here, it was always with her or my sister or my mom. I'm very
Yeah.
much a family oriented person.
What's a decision that you made that people didn't understand but was necessary?
Oh, I don't care what people be thinking. I don't even know if I would even know the answer to that because I don't care enough. You'll see me tomorrow looking around here trying to find two, you know what's to give. I don't
Okay.
worry about what people think about me
Oh
at
my
all.
goodness. Wow. I
Period.
love it. I love it. You don't care about what nobody says. So what does
Oh
confidence look
no.
like to you? What does confidence look like, honey?
Confidence looks me being authentically me. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
think that's my best asset about myself is that I am very confident, and that came from having a mother that always was strong and showed me love
Yeah.
and told me all the great things about myself and never looked down on me though. And I think if you look at my children, my both of my daughters, oh my god, you will never, they done took me to the 10th power, child. I mean, my youngest
Them
daughter,
divas.
oh,
Uh-huh.
but you know what, they're such smart girls, and
Yeah.
I don't question their judgment because they're both so smart. um my youngest daughter is always giving me even advice about relationships, and she just got her head on right. And my oldest daughter's the same way. My oldest daughter, child, her husband is wrapped around her finger. And it's because of the
Mm.
type of strong woman that she is. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Do
got
you
a
do you
sister.
I know the answer, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Do you ever feel pressure to have it all together?
Only from myself. Only for
Exactly.
myself. I don't question what nobody else thinks about me. I'm a Virgo, so that if anybody know Virgos, we are so hard on ourselves. And
Mm.
the part that I question as far as being hard on myself is this whole technology thing we going through. It drives me crazy. To me, it just takes up so much unnecessary time and yeah,
Yeah. Well, this
that's
day
all.
and age, we have, speaking of technology, I know we got to be on the TikTok, we got to be on the Facebook, we
Oh
got to be
yeah,
on the,
yeah,
we
we
got to
worked
be
on
on
that
all the
today.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you incorporating that into your brand, or how has it helped your
No, we
brand, or
just
hasn't?
got with a TikTok agency. Oh, we've been running ads. It's so much that goes into having a beauty brand. Like people think, and I used to think, you set
Hmm.
up your website and you're in business. Oh, nobody ever
No,
told
no,
me
no.
what comes along with it. Nobody. And I'm sitting here
Yeah.
saying, why didn't nobody ever mention this about
Hmm.
ads
Hmm.
and influencers and influencers just really came to be. They
Oh
created
yes.
their own lane.
Oh
And
yes.
actually many of them are very smart because many of them are millionaires now from what they do. But yeah, it's a lot that
So,
this business.
so we're gonna play a game.
Okay. Let's go.
We're gonna play a game called Glamazon Says, okay?
Okay.
And so as soon as I say this, I want you to give me a response immediately. Don't think about it too long. Just give me a response immediately. So,
Okay.
you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Glamazon says, doing makeup again just because someone expects you to.
No.
Okay, okay. Glamazon says, answering business calls after 9 p.m.
Yes.
Period. Because you about your business.
I'm about my being. I'll answer them at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my goodness. Hello. Okay, Glamazon says, a brand deal that looks good but doesn't feel right.
No, I just got one of those.
Okay. Say less. I hear you. All right.
Uh,
Glamazon says, letting people from your past have the same access.
hell to the no.
Glamazon says, getting fully glam just to stay in the house.
Oh yeah, I do that.
All right. Glamazon
That's, let me
says,
just say that
uh-huh.
that sometimes can lift you out of a funk.
I
Yeah.
understand. I
Yep.
I totally get it. Yep.
Yeah.
Putting on that fabulous shiny
Yeah. Just
duster
making it,
with
just
a
build
nice
yourself
head
up real
wrap.
good. Yep.
Yes. Okay. Glamazon says saying no, even if it slows the money down.
Say no, even though it slows the money down. Oh yeah,
Even if
I'll
it's
do
slow.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Glamazon says correcting someone who misrepresents your brand.
Oh, 100%.
100%. Okay. All
Yes,
right.
absolutely.
All right. So, last one.
Mm-hmm.
Glamazon says peace or pressure.
Oh, peace.
Because,
Peace.
right. Because, listen, Glamazon going to work because you have your passion toward this business that you have built.
Oh yeah, and
Period.
more importantly, I don't know if you've ever tried the line, but when I say I put the best ingredients and like for instance, our press powder goes on so beautiful. So many celebrity makeup artists tell me they use it. There's no talc in there. There's no
Yeah.
talc in our pressed powder, so it doesn't have any carcinogen, and it does what a powder came to do, and it just gives you this beauty. I'm wearing powder now. Can you tell? Do I look
I
dry like
can
that?
tell.
No,
No.
exactly.
Luscious.
So,
Skin looks
thank
luscious,
you.
darling.
Yeah, so everything is just well thought out. The foundations really look like skin. Look how it matches my neck. Look how
Mm.
it looks like a skin. You know,
Hmm.
um, and we're about to include some new items into our products. And we're about to launch into a major retailer, 611 stores nationwide. So that news will be coming soon. And I just want to bring great products that perform with great, safe ingredients for women.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
ladies will see.
Listen, thank you,
Thank
Kim
you,
Baker, the
sis. Thank you. Thank
Glamazon,
you,
for
guys.
being on right now with Renata. I truly appreciate having, and this edition of Right Now with Renata is called Show Your Receipts. Okay. And
Okay.
you are my receipt today.
Oh, thank
Glamazon
you.
Beauty, Glamazon Beauty. Thank you
And,
so
you're
much
looking
for.
amazing, I must say. You done took off. I know you lost weight, but you done took off like 10 years with it. So you look
Oh my
great.
gosh, so many people say
Yes,
that. Thank you so much.
absolutely.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Yep. So Glamazon Beauty is glamazonbeauty.com.
GlamazonBeauty.com. We're also on
Okay.
HSN. We're on
Hmm.
HSN and we're also a customer's pick on HSN, meaning the customers have voted that the
Wow.
products are amazing. So, yeah.
Wow. Of course the products are amazing. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you to the wonderful Kim Baker, the Glamazon, Newark's own Show Your Receipts right here on Right Now with Renata.